Undefeated 4-1-4-1 custom tactics in FC 25, and they are literally game changer. How's it going everyone? Y5K here. Welcome to a brand new custom tactics video in FC 25, and today I have got for you a game changer custom tactics, especially on the defense. If you are struggling on the defense in FC 25, you feel like every formation that you use is not enough for the defense, these custom tactics are for you, and they will give you that consistent on the defense and on the attack with these player rules that I'm using with that. Really loving it so far in FC 25. Literally went undefeated from Division 3 straight to Division 2 undefeated without even trying. Next up it's gonna be Division 1. Now, like I've said, these custom tactics and this formation, the 4-1-4-1 formation, is slightly defensive, I would say. So to be honest with you, when I'm losing or when I want to attack, I'm using another formation that I will show you on this video. With that being said, let's jump straight into the custom tactics. First thing first, this is the code if you want to copy these custom tactics straight into your game. Starting things up with the build-up style, I'm going with counter, which is absolutely fantastic to build up fast in FC 25. Defensive approach. Now here's the thing, when I first started using this formation I was going with the 65 depth and it was going great, but then for a reason or another I changed it to the 55 depth and it's also going absolutely great. So it's up to you. If you like to play with high press, go with 65 or maybe 70 depth, or if you don't like playing with high press, go with the 55 depth. It's up to you and your play style. Now let's move on into the player rules. This is what it would look like without the ball, and this is what it would look like with the ball. As you can see, your CDM will come back and play between your right center back and left center back, and that's only when you have the ball. When you lose the ball, you're gonna see him coming out and playing like a proper CDM. The reason why I'm using this with my CDM, I'm not using a holding midfielder, that's because of counter attacks. It's absolutely fantastic against counter attacks because, like I said, he will only drop between your right center back and left center back when you have the ball. When you lose the ball, he's gonna play like a proper CDM. So when you first lose the ball, he's gonna be between your right center back and left center back, and then he will come out and intercept the ball easily. Really loving the center half player rule. It's absolutely fantastic against counter attacks, like I've said. And when your opponent is building up an attack, he's not gonna stay between your right center back and left center back. No, he's gonna play like a CDM. Now for the right center back and left center back, what I'm using with them is defender. Right back and left back, I'm using wing back with them. With that, your right back and left back will help you on the attack slightly, not really, because they will not try to get in behind. Basically, they will be there for you on the attack, but not trying to get in behind. But if you want a quick pass with the right back and left back, they will be there for you. Goalkeeper, I'm just going with a sweeper keeper. For the CDM, like I said, I'm using center half with him. And for the right center mid and left center mid, one of them is gonna be a box to box and the other one is gonna be a playmaker with attack. The reason why I'm using a box to box and the reason why you should use a box to box as well is for counter attacks. When your opponent is going for a counter attack, like I said, your CDM is gonna be between your right center back and left center back, so there will be another player to help you on the defense, and that's gonna be your left center mid. Or you can use him as a right center mid. You can make your right center mid the box to box and your left center mid is the playmaker. There's no problem at all. And the box to box will help you on the attack as well. He will be there for you on the attack. Sometimes you're gonna see him scoring, assisting, dribbling. And when you lose the ball, you're gonna see him coming back on the defense, helping you on the defense by intercepting and tackling. If you are looking for a great box to box, you can go with Bruno Guimaraes. I'm really loving him in game at the moment. Yup, he has got only 69 base, but that's not a problem at all. Travela playstyle plus, really good all-rounded stats, box to box plus, that's all what you need for a box to box. Really loving him in game. If you are looking for a cheap box to box, I really recommend you to go with Bruno Guimaraes. For the right center mid, like I said, he's gonna be the playmaker on the attack. Basically, he's gonna attack more than the box to box, more than the left center mid. And the right center mid, sometimes you're gonna see him trying to get in behind and trying to break the defense line if there's some space for him. But not only that, also he will come back on defense and he will be helping you on the defense. So for the right center mid, you need an attacking box to box, a player who can really help you on the attack. At the same time, you need him on the defense. You need a player who has got good defending and physicality. So like I said, I recommend using an attacking box to box, a player with good all-rounded stats and great passing, dribbling, shooting and pace to help you on the attack. And if you are using the player rules the same way that I'm using them, right center mid is gonna be the playmaker. That time, most of the build-up is gonna go through your right side, from your right mid, right center mid and striker. Basically, the playmaker will help you on the attack even more than the box to box. So most of your attack and build-up will go through the side where the playmaker is. If you have got a left mid that you love more than your right mid or is better than your right mid, that time I recommend you to use the playmaker with your left center mid and the box to box with your right center mid. Like I said, most of your attacks are gonna go through the side where the playmaker is. Let's move on into the right mid and left mid inside forward with balance, and I don't recommend using attack with them, just inside forward with balance. With that they will cut inside and play next to your striker and play it narrow. Basically you're gonna feel like you are using the 4-3-2-1 formation back in the day. So for the right mid and left mid you need players who can finish, you need players with absolutely amazing shooting pace, players who can get in behind, because with inside forward they will always try to get in behind and always try to break the defense line. And as we all know, the inside forward is a player that will cut inside and play it narrow, so you need players who can finish everything. Sometimes they will be scoring more than your main man, your striker, and sometimes on the attack you're gonna feel like you have a right forward and a left forward, not a right mid and left mid. They will not really provide width on the attack because they will cut inside, and you're gonna feel like you have a right center forward and a left center forward on the attack. And I'm using balance with him, and I don't recommend using attack with him, just because with balance they will come back on defense and they will slightly help you on the defense by covering the wing. Right mid and left mid will be covering the wing on the defense with balance. If you use inside forward with attack, they will not help you on the defense, but the good thing about him, they will be ready for a counter attack. One good idea that you can use with your right mid and left mid if you like to play on the counter, that is use inside forward with attack on one of them and use inside forward with balance on the other one. With that, the one that you are using attack with him will not help you on the defense, he will be there for you on the counter attack, and he actually can be so effective for you on the counter attack. He will be the player to assist the striker. Now let's move on into the main man, the striker. I'm using Haaland and I'm using the Butcher player role with him, and this is literally one of the most meta player roles that you can use in FC25. The Butcher player role is absolutely fantastic in my opinion. It's better than the advanced forward because of one thing, and that is the Butcher, you will never ever cut him offside. He will get in behind and he will try to get in behind while staying on the defense line. And the great thing about the Butcher, wherever there is some space, you're gonna see him running into that space and trying to get in behind. So if your opponent made one mistake on the defense, you're gonna see the Butcher running into that space and trying to get in behind. Doesn't matter if that's the right back, left back, right center back, left center back, no, the Butcher will not stay central. Really loving the Butcher player role. If you don't have a player who has got the Butcher Plus or the Butcher Plus Plus, I recommend you to go with the advanced forward. It's kind of the same in game, they both will always try to get in behind and always try to break the defense line. And if you are using an advanced forward or a Butcher, on both player roles you have to be using a player who has got absolutely great pace and a player who can get in behind easily. So like I said, if you don't have a player who has got the Butcher Plus or the Butcher Plus Plus player role, go with the advanced forward plus or the advanced forward plus plus of course. But for me I have got Erling Haaland, and that's the reason why I'm going with the Butcher player role, not the advanced forward player role. With that being said lads, this is all the custom tactics and the player roles that I'm using with the 4-1-4-1. Now like I've said, this is kind of a defensive custom tactics and a defensive formation. So when I'm losing or I'm playing a tough match, I switch to another formation, and that is the 4-3-2-1 formation. I have already made a video on the formation and on the custom tactics, you can check that out. Really loving the 4-3-2-1 on the attack, it's literally one of the best attacking formations in my opinion this year. But the problem with the 4-3-2-1, it's really bad on the defense and it's not a balanced formation to use it in every match. The 4-1-4-1 is a balanced formation, it's a formation that is absolutely fantastic on the defense and on the attack at the same time. So I always start the match with the 4-1-4-1 and I keep using the 4-1-4-1 in every match. Unless I'm losing and there's not many options on the attack, that time I switch to the 4-3-2-1. With that being said lads, this is the video done. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe and like. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.